All right, so Courtney. So Courtney, you, my dear, are classified, if you want to put a label on, as the Hermit card. So let's see if we can have a message for the Hermit card for Courtney. What do we have to let her know? What kind of message would my guides like to portray to her for some advice or perhaps some support and loving care with her work relationship or perhaps with her personal interrelationships? But what? Oh, okay. Let's just bring those out. There's no general question for Courtney. She would just care for a reading, perhaps regarding work. All right, so we have here, we have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. All right, so this is about work. Foolish. Maybe you come across Courtney as, okay, Queen of Swords, Six of, okay. Let's just take a peek here for that. For a moment here, let's just kind of absorb that information. Continue on with that. Let's lay these cards out and see what we can find for you, dear. Let's see if we can have a message. All right, so, so the pentacles are definitely showing up here. So definitely it does seem to want to lean towards the work. According to your message, you had mentioned that you thought things were going pretty good, but you felt like maybe work is a little bit iffy for you of how you feel. So I do see hard work here. Mother, Blessed Mother, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so luckiness again. We're talking about new beginnings, new possible opportunities here. Mother, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So it's labor work, you know, working with your hands. The Three of Pentacles. I honestly don't know exactly what your line of work is. Maybe it's a creativity side of work you're looking for. Maybe not. Maybe it's not the actual one that's is giving you the paycheck for the daily necessities that us human beings require. Queen of Swords. I have that cooling sensation. So I feel like you're more stern, I guess it would be the right word. To the point, you know, but with the right emotions behind it. I see the Six of Swords, so as well. The Eight of Pentacles, and I see the mother, maybe their mother instinct, perhaps. The mother essentials that we have of ourselves. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay, so for your free reading, Courtney, this is what we're looking for here. My guides, what is the message that you would like to provide, Courtney? What kind of intuition would you like to share with her regarding her work and overall path that she is on? Definitely. Okay, so new birth, Nine of Pentacles, Death card, Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. Okay, so there is going to be a discussion. Okay, so if this is regarding work relationships, maybe it's a step up into getting a job, trying to show your self-worth in order to receive that raise that you're seeking, or appreciation for all that hard work that you put into it. Okay, I see that. I also see a Four Cups here. So cups are usually for about the heart. I see Four Cups. So I see a gathering of discussion, perhaps of support. Perhaps these are your friends in your life that you are with that help support you when you feel like you're at your lowest point. I say that because the girl in the middle, and she's holding that flower, it's almost like the flower is wilting. You feel like unsuccessful, perhaps in relationships, or perhaps feeling unsuccessful in your work life. That gives you that pleasure, right? We're talking about love. When we're talking about love and cups, we're talking about the pleasures. So I could see that. It's almost like a new birth, or a new beginning. Wheels of fortune coming. So the wheels are turning to Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so in the past, okay, so in the past, I think you were feeling a little bit cold or standoffish. People might presume and see that perspective side of you, thinking that you're more cold-hearted, but you're not. It's just that guard that you've set up for yourself. And you're slowly, and you have a strategy in place here. You have the end game here, the goal that you're seeking. Now, oops. Hopefully the audio is still going. Sometimes I hate these earbuds. I don't know if it's paused or recording. Pardon me. So, but you will be rewarded. I see the Knight of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off for you, that you in your work environment, or it will pay off in your work environment. The mother, mother instincts, perhaps, is where this is going to be coming into play, and that is going to end up causing and giving you the more wealth or fruitfulness that you're going to be receiving by using that mother instinct that you have, and not so much of that cold, stern yes or no justice reaction you might pull off with your people in your life. You remember, you don't want to come across that cold. You don't want to reflect in the workforce that cold, stern look, right? You don't want to do that. You will receive a lot more respect if you look at it as a mother instinct portrayal information, how we do that with our own children, and kind of involve that a little bit patience in your work environment. Because we know as mothers, we need to have that patience in order for that youth, that page person to grow and mature and blossom themselves. So I think perhaps in the past, in your work environment here, you were portraying yourself more of the Queen of Swords. And it worked for you for a bit. You know, you earned some good cash. You put some hard work into there, right? But it wasn't quite right. I'm gonna have to say that. It's just you were on the right path, but it just wasn't quite right. You know, it wasn't the full smooth sailing like it is on one side compared to the other side. And I think it's because of this demeanor, perhaps, that you ended up portraying or resonated off to that other person, that perspective side, right? And maybe not intentionally how you wanted to really want them to see you as. It was the wrong side of you to show to them. The right side for you, in order to be really successful, is more of the mother aspect. We always want to hear our children's side of the story first before we put judgment on anybody, right? We always want to hear both sides of stories. We know all children are not considered innocent. And sometimes as a mother, we don't see that in our own children, because we would hate to want to believe that lesson we were unable to get across efficiently enough, not necessarily a flaw or a mistake as raising your child, but just the didn't quite reach that child understanding or perspective side for them to actually click and get it. If you use this mother instinct environment of perspective in your work relationships, it can be tricky to try and pull off. I'll admit that. But obviously, you get more with honey than you do with a sour lemon, right? You understand what I'm saying, I think. I think maybe you were just going a little bit too far this because you wanted it so badly. And it turned off your emotional dial just a bit down, and it wasn't two-sided as much. But once you do realize and start to use your home life, how things are, how good life is at home. You might be in a very happy place right now. You might be in a really good relationship right now. It could be fresh, it could be new, but that vibrant energy of happiness, you got to show that in your work environment as well, even when you come across issues or concerns. You have to remember to keep that balance of having the mother aspect relationship with your coworkers, but you also have to have, now, if you are perhaps a manager or a boss or someone that you have other employees under you, you got to remember you can't just be one and not the other. You have to try and learn to balance those two relationships in order to succeed in your work environment as well. Some would like to say that they like to keep those two things completely separate in their lives. But one thing they do forget to do when they do that is they think they always have to act one way specifically in a work environment in order to succeed and move up that ladder. When in reality is when you intertwine those two and that mother side, that loving, caring side as well in the work environment, the sky's the limit. And you can see that with the Nine of Pentacles growing. Once you come to that realization, this new Wheel of Fortune opportunity that will pop up in your life, and we will be regarding work, Eight of Pentacles. So this is a good opportunity that's going to be coming to you. And it's going to reflect regarding the parent, mothery type perspective. I'm not sure how that will relay in your work relationship, but I'm sure you will understand how that would work and tie into your work relationship, or perhaps your working role. And then once you've done this here, and you're going to see that wealth, that blossoming there, you're going to have a new opportunity coming, and this is going to be the struggle. This is going to be the hard one. You're going to have to be smart and strategize. There we go. You'll need to strategize it right. And you're going to have a strong one. You're going to have a strong path idea, a new outlook. Now, there's going to be a hiccup, 5 of Wands. So there's going to be a hiccup or a small disagreement regarding the pathway of which way you want to pull this off. And you will have to have it discussed with your circle. Now, if this is a work-related question here, we're talking about, you might want to have to talk about your co-workers, or perhaps you need to have a conference or a discussion at the table, kind of, so to speak, in order to figure that out. All right, so that is your reading for your free reading, Courtney, for today. If you require any further readings from me, it would be, there's a couple ways we can do that. If you refer a friend to me and they reach out to me and I am committed to doing a reading for them, they will let me know that you referred them to me. Once I completed that commitment, I will do a free reading for yourself. If you don't have a friend that could maybe use my services or is intrigued about tarot card readings, and you don't have that window open for you, videos like this, these ones here are usually running through donations. In this particular case, and something like this, when I just do a quick loophole reading, we're looking at like a $20 donation for a reading like this. One-on-one settings, in-person settings are a little bit more, and that can be discussed at a later date if you are interested in an actual safe haven environment where you want to do like a face-to-face situation. Those ones there, again, usually about $40 an hour in order for a session like that. We could probably do such as a group readings, but those can be difficult, as you are very well aware. We had done a group reading with another friend, and those information can get crossed when you're dealing with that type of energy. We have learned that. So these type of readings would definitely be looking at like a $20 donation for, you're looking at about $40 an hour on average, is kind of where I'm leaning towards, I think, overall, because some are quicker, some are faster. So on average, I would say about $40 an hour. So if it's only a half hour, we can do the math, right? And that can all be e-transferred over to me upon request to do so. But there is your reading, dear. So work is going to be, you're going to have a new opportunity come up through work. There is going to a new technique that you're going to be doing in order to pull this off. And it will become plentiful. You got a smart idea here. There's going to be a little bit of confrontation on trying to get it off the ground the right way, in the right direction. You might have to sit down and discuss it with your co-workers or at the conference table, or perhaps if it's your own business, you might have to just sit down with who's the adults in that relationship for that business to get their feedback. And that will be very useful for you to plan out your next strategy going forward. Okay, but so there is that. And then we have 10 of Pentacles, okay. Okay, once you've done that, dear, you will have, okay, so after that discussion, that conference table discussion, all right, you're going to need some time to reflect over that discussion that you have. All right, because we have the 10 of Swords back up here again. So you need just to take some time for yourself, rest, get the sleep you need so that you're in the right mindset beforehand. Someone will not like this idea, and you may find them leaving that relationship or that work commitment There will be a straggler or two leaving you because of that. But you still have a very good, healthy life here. I do still see the Ten of Pentacles. So I do feel like you are still supporting that family lifestyle. And it will be coming towards you. You have the Seven of Cups here. So your angel, your guardian, is telling you you have options here, and you're just asking to help them guide you towards the right one to choose. All right, so that is coming towards you. It is building up. Now, this one here, this Five of Cups, this might have scared someone. This could have maybe perhaps scared a coworker or someone that you're in relationship with, that you're wanting to have that family lifestyle. Or perhaps you are self-employed, and this is what makes your family complete, is to be self-employed with the little family you do already have. Maybe perhaps you're not already syncing a relationship. So this last little stretch here, I think it kind of intertwines with each other for work and relationship you're in right now. I can't tell you if this is the actual love relationship here that is walking away, that doesn't like where you're leading or where you're going with this. Or perhaps you just didn't get enough of that restfulness that you needed. And that's why this person is walking away, going away from you, is because you didn't take the time to really recharge and really, write down your full path, your project. You didn't actually really do a lot of research on it. So I don't know, I'm sorry, dear, but I don't know if this is a perhaps, if I recall correctly, you do have a self-employed business regarding daycare, I think. I don't know if that is like a parent walking away from your work relationship that you had. But even if they did, because you tweaked how you're going to do your home care, your family is still going to be okay. Or perhaps it's a new relationship and they're not too comfortable with this strategy plan that you've gone through, and you've kind of walked over it, kind of went through it, maybe came across a little bit too cold and not too warmfully as a mother would portray her emotions and thoughts. But I still find that you will still be okay. Please, spilt milk, don't cry over spilt milk. Pick yourself back up. But make sure you heal before you do that, okay? Make sure you don't don't brush it off. Take the time to reflect over it, so please do that. All right, thank you so much. And again, as always, like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter at Tam73. You can always message me there or find my links to any new videos I might have sent out.